Hi guys, welcome to this session in Microsoft Excel. In this module, I want to show you how you can create a function that will always return the last number in a list. I also want to show you how the rank function works. So on the left, I have a function that is always going to return the last number in the list, no matter what number that is. 22, 22. If I delete some of these numbers, that will be 5 because that's the last number in the list. So always going to be the last number in the list. And on this example, if I change this number to 44, for example, it tells me that's the first highest number basically in this list. It's rank number 1. Now I know I could use the max function for that as well, but let's have a look at this because you can qualify this slightly. If I redo this rank function, so if I go equals rank, open the bracket, rank whatever's in this yellow cell, comma, with this list. Click the tick, and it should come back with what position that is in. Now, if you pick a number that is not in this list, so 24, that is not in the list, so you get NA returning. So it has to be in the list for it to work, and then it'll give you the position in the list in terms of scores ranking, top one being 1. So the top one in this one should be 44. So if I type 44, it'll come back with 1. Now this one is a bit more involved. Always want to see the last item in this list. What you have to do is, this is a function I'm going to use. It's a lookup function. If I click into there so you can see it, that is the function which I've copied here, so you can basically see the syntax of it. And I'm using the whole of column A, where this is only going down to 1000. But basically you've got a lookup and then an is number function inside brackets. So let's have a look at how this works. So the is number function, which is looking at, in this little example, A1 to 1000, returns an array of true or falses for the cells. The one after that is 1 divided by is number. What that's doing is converting any trues it finds to a 1 and any falses to a 0. The lookup function is looking for number 2 in that list of 1s and 0s and isn't going to find any. There's no number 2's going to be there, so basically it picks up the last number in the list. So if I type something down here, 21, it's going to say 21 at the top there. Now what you can do around this formula is put the rank function. So if I go after the equals and type rank, so it's going to rank this number, that's the number, comma, looking in column A, close that bracket, click the tick, let's see what happens with that. So that's saying that 21 is the third highest number in this list, which looks okay to me. If I go for 55, it's the highest number. So, and again, if I delete some of these numbers, that's knocking them off. So the last number 4 is the highest number. It's the first number. It's the highest number in this list in terms of ranking. So this is always going to say the last number, and it's going to tell you what position it is. So if you wanted a bit of both, you could do both functions. You know that that's bringing in the ranking because the rank is in front of the lookup. So it's telling you always what the rank is of that last number. So now number 2 is the 4th ranked in this list. If I put number 1 there, it's the 6th ranked. As I'm going down, it's adding extra ones in. So that's basically all I want to talk about in this little video. How you can use the rank function to tell you what position a number is in a list in terms of ranking, and then how you can do a lookup to look up the last number that goes in a list and then add the rank function onto that, so it gives you a ranking of that. So it could be, for example, money. What's the highest revenue in a list, and that's telling you what it is. And then you could have the ranking put on it. So two separate cells really I would have there. So hopefully this little video is of use. Thank you for your time, and I'll catch you on the next one.